Welcome back to another week of The Reset.
I'm Reset, and I'm Rici Bell. Pew, 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 pew.
It's been a great week out there. We just got through some crazy valley heat.
Yes, we did.
It's going to cool off, folks. This is not about the weather, but let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. But pause real quick. As the weatherman, can't you control that, or you just report on it?
Just a messenger.
You're just the messenger.
I'm here to interpret. I'm here to follow.
Yes, okay.
I'm here to listen.
Okay,
Yeah.
Speaking of, such a good segue. Speaking of interpreting.
Yeah.
We have an incredible guest on The Reset today. I'm excited to introduce you all to this amazing woman. She is a mother. She is a sister. She is a friend. She is a daughter. She is the only African Sign Language interpreter in the Central Valley in the school district. So I'm excited to have with us today somebody I go way back with, Kimeka, Simmons.
All right, welcome to The Reset.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all. Thank you.
We are excited to have you here.
Yes.
My first time coming into contact with somebody who knows American Sign Language. And it is definitely, as much as we think of Italian and Spanish and other these languages, American Sign Language is really important.
It's a real language.
Yeah.
And she's going to get into that story in a little bit. But today, I really want us to focus on, with you, Kimeka, I mean, the whole premise of The Reset is, what does it look like to start over in life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, whatever? Yes. And I know your story very intimately.
Yes.
And so today we're going to kind of touch on a little bit of like what it looks like to live after loss. But before we get into that, tell us about your story. Like, who is Kimeka Simmons? And how did you get into
I'm curious.
all the sign language stuff?
I'll interpret it. What she said was, so who am I? I get that question often. And so I like to tell people I am human first. A lot of people say, well, hey, Kimeka, aren't you a believer? You're not supposed to do this if you're a believer. You're not supposed to do that. I'm going to do me. At the same time, I understand I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. So I'm loving. I'm kind. I have a heart for people. I love pouring into people. I love giving. You know? And as you said, I'm a mother. I have all these different roles. I wear all these different hats. That's me, and I love the roles that I believe, I was destined to be. And so I'm a little bit tender. I'm a little bit fragile in certain areas,
Okay.
But I'm okay.
Something about the vulnerability that is very cool.
Yeah, we talk about vulnerability a lot on The Reset.
It's important. It's really important.
Yes.
So the big question I have for you is, how did you get involved with this? Like, where does your hunger, where does your curiosity about sign language even come from?
Oh, that's a good question. So I started off young, y'all. I did. I was a little girl.
How do you say little girl? How do you say little girl?
So
little. Girl, little. Okay. Girl,
so in the past,
those of you who are watching, girl, little. Okay.
So yes, I was a little girl, and so my parents had us into church heavily, and so we had the praise dances. We had, just different forms of worship, and so I remember going to school, and I would see kids doing things with their hands. So the first thing that came to mind for me, praise dancers. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
And so I remember it was one day I was on the swings, and I love me some swings.
I still love swings.
I love swings.
I still love swings, yeah.
And so I didn't realize, the kiddo that was on the swing then was deaf. And so I was counting. I counted to maybe 50 or 100. And I'm yelling, hey, time to get off. It's my turn.
It's my, yeah.
So the boys keep
Interesting.
swinging. And so I'm a third grader. My feelings is hurt.
Right.
Recess is almost over.
And I didn't get to swing.
I didn't get to swing. I want to swing. And so I'm trying to hold in my tears. And so it was a teacher of the deaf came over and she spoke. She said, well, he's deaf. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, well, he can't hear, but he speaks with his hands. I'm like, okay. So she taught me in that moment how to count in sign language 1 to 50.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And so
1 to 50 is low-key kind of patient, though. For most
Let
kids,
me tell you, I was like, can we
ooh.
skip a couple numbers?
Right.
We got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes left before the bell rings, right?
And so I remember I hit that last number. The kid got off. He ran off. He did something else. So I was like, ooh, that's magic.
Wow, magic.
I was like, that's
Yeah,
magic.
that's
Okay.
good.
ASL equals magic.
Wow.
There we go. And so I would follow these kids around.
Yeah, I love that.
That's a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASL equals
I'm
magic.
pre-ordering.
Okay,
I'm medium.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, sorry, you were saying this is so fascinating, fascinating.
And so ever since then, I would follow deaf kids around. And I remember the only thing I was able to sign in that moment was sorry. Sorry was, can I play with you?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know the language. I just knew that I was fascinated with, just the culture.
Wow.
And then I had a younger cousin. He was hard of hearing. And, he went for testing. And his father did the unthinkable, kind of, really didn't want to have anything to do with him. So that broke my heart.
Gotcha.
And I said, okay,
Yeah.
how can I support this community? How can I support you, cousin?
Yeah.
And so, that kind of started,
That
the journey.
Wow.
that cultural layer to it is a real one. We've touched on a couple
Right.
different types of topics, but once again, we find ourselves talking about folks coming into Fresno neighborhoods and certain cultures and communities from those neighborhoods that don't have a huge experience.
Right.
I think, like I said, you're the first person I've ever met to be able to sign, and I'm 45.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of deep.
Yeah,
So
it is.
how does
It
that
is.
play a role in your journey? And you do this professionally now.
Professionally, yes. I went to Fresno State University.
Go Dogs, all
I
right.
got, I see you, Bulldogs. So I got into the interpreting training program. That program was rigorous. I remember it was me and another African-American woman that was doing it, but it was really, really challenging. It was hard. And I felt like how I learned, it wasn't being taught, so I kind of struggled, and so I had to do an extra semester of that. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Wow.
Whatever's going to get me closer.
Right.
And so, I have graduated in 2016. From there, I went straight into interpreting post-secondary. I went straight to Fresno City College, started interpreting. At that time, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Period.
Like, what is this? But I had some amazing mentors that came alongside me. Shout out to Javier. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Kristen. That really sat with me and said, Kimeka, this is what it looks like. I'm like, oh, and they put fire under me, y'all.
Okay.
And so within the interpreting field, you have teams depending on, how long the class is.
Okay.
And so we'll do 2020. I remember when it was my turn, hey, Kimeka, you're up. My team would say, it's not happening. I'm switching you out.
Whoa.
But because of that, because I didn't understand, so I was hearing one thing, but I wasn't interpreting it well.
Interesting. Okay.
And so my team is there to track me to make sure I'm doing my job and I'm communicating to the best of my ability.
That's so good.
We can only get one of those in our relationship.
No, seriously, we were just talking with Robert Golden about the power of a support system when you're pursuing your dreams, when you're doing what you need to do, what you want to do, what you feel like you were put on this earth to do. You need a support system. You need a solid team to be there to not just praise you when you're doing well, but to challenge you when you are misinterpreting things and doing it wrong.
What she really said was, as you guys are watching her hands,
I don't know, but no, that's powerful. We need that in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So they would just sit you down, like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Mind you, I'm doing 2020s. My turn, I'm going up. Probably the first couple utterance or signs I'm putting out, I'm being switched. So I'm probably there for 10 seconds. How embarrassing. But I appreciate those moments because I went for certification and, that test is hard.
Wow.
It's really, really hard if you are not a native of the language.
Okay.
If you don't have parents who are deaf or you're not in the community.
Right.
For a non-hearing person, it'll probably take you 4 or 5 times just to pass that test. But because, I'm on the best team ever, I took it the first time and I passed.
Wow.
And so I had to close mouth by just my actions. And that's exactly what I did. So.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah. And so one of the things that I'm hearing that you're not explicitly saying, but I'm hearing that, so first you had an encounter with someone who was deaf.
Yes.
As a 3rd grader. And then you ended up having a cousin who was hard of hearing. Sometimes it's hard for us to identify with pain if we're not in close proximity to it. So I feel like your first encounter, it was powerful, it was impactful, but you almost needed that second layer of discomfort.
Oh, yeah.
That was closer to you, your cousin. Yeah. That's blood, that's DNA, right? To say, I actually want to do something with this. So talk to us about how does pain or how does a burden lead to a vision, lead to like what you're doing today? Broaden it for us, beyond ASL.
Beyond ASL, I will say it takes vulnerability. You guys said that already.
Yeah.
It's like really being honest with yourself and really getting to that place of saying, you know what, I need to be raw in this moment. Because I feel like if you're not raw, you're not giving your all. And so I really felt like...
No, it's very good. I like that.
I just felt like I was called for that, this year. Yeah. And I'm like, so how raw do you want me to get? And, just my relationship with the Lord, like, do you want me to be surface? You want me to go deep with it? Like, no, I need you to go back. I was like, I don't want to go back because it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
I had to go back.
Okay. So let's stay there. Let's go back.
Oh.
Tell us maybe one or two pivotal moments in your past that brought you to this moment today, specifically around, again, life after loss. And then what are the next steps with that pain and with that past?
Good. Okay. So I would say my past relationship.
We talk a lot about relationships on the reset, by the way.
I came to confirm some stuff, y'all.
It's a very pivotal part of your whole wellness.
Absolutely.
The whole well-rounded wellness of what's going on with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Rici, you know the story very well. Just my past relationship, being in a relationship and not being fully healed or not being healed at all. And in my mind, me thinking, because I done a couple years of being celibate and just kind of like, getting to know me, I'm ready for a relationship. Life.
How do you say surprise? How do you say surprise?
Surprise.
Wow.
Surprise.
Yeah.
A lot happened in the year of 2013. My father, he ended up taking his life. And what about April? Was there, you was very present, and I'm so grateful and thankful for just your presence and just who you are as a woman, Rici.
Oh, thank you. Don't listen. It's not about me. Don't make me cry.
No, for real, because it all ties into, my points. You know what I'm saying? And you talk about a team. You was a great team player. Like, you was a friend. You was her for me and my family.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yes, just 2013, April, father took his life. I'm still thinking, okay, well, hey, I'm ready for a relationship. I met a fella on, online dating. Thought it was, amazing and great. We did live together, but, me realizing that person wasn't healed. That person didn't deal with their traumas or things that happened in their life. And then me trying to be that person's lover or hold them down, I wasn't doing it in a healthy way. Their burdens became my burdens on top of the burdens that I was dealing with, not dealing with, the loss of my father, let alone, there's a little girl inside you that's crying and you're not hearing her right now.
Wow. What did that grief look like for you? Walk us through without getting too uncomfortable with it.
Sure.
What was it like to cope with grief on a day-to-day basis? Because all of us kind of process it so differently.
Yep.
I didn't deal with it. I hid it because I had to be strong. I had to put on this persona. I felt like I was okay. And I really wasn't. Yeah. And every time those feelings would begin to fluster and come out, stop.
Right.
I had to refocus on something else. So I didn't allow myself to grieve. I didn't allow myself.
Yeah. Who did you feel like you had to be strong for?
I had to be strong for, I would say, myself in a sense, because my siblings looked up to me, and I didn't know how much they looked up to me until, after the passing of my father. I'm like, okay, I got to step up to the plate. And then, at the time, my child, at the time, I was mentoring people. And I'm like, no, they can't see that part of me. I got to be strong.
Yeah.
And so I was masking a lot of, hurt and pain and things that I should have really sat with and dealt with, but I didn't because, I met this amazing guy, and I need to be supportive, and I need to make sure he's okay, but I was neglecting myself.
All right, so I just got to jump in here. Talk to us a little bit about when you realized that he wasn't healed, because we kicked off our podcast months ago with relational health.
Yeah.
And how did you figure out that, you know what, he is still healing from some things?
Oh, wow. It came after, a couple years after. It came a couple years after. The red flags was there, but then again, we
put glitter on red flags. Ladies, let me say this one more time. I said this with Tamara Crichton when she was here. Said it with Chris Penny when he was here. Stop putting glitter on red flags. It's just more of a mess to clean up later. Stop.
That's real talk.
That's good. I fantasized.
Yeah, we
fantasize. We as women, we fantasize, and we don't see the person for who they are.
And tell the folks at home, when you say fantasize, is it this potential. Is what I think it could be?
Yeah,
this is where I see it going.
Oh,
we put the potential before what we actually see in our face.
Exactly.
In our face.
All these
black
ideas.
And white. It is what it is, black and white right here in our face, but we go, no. It could be better. It's going to be, no.
When did it hit home? What was like there in front of you?
It hit home for me, I want to say in year 2019.
So like 6 years later.
6 years later.
Wow.
About 2019. I had my baby girl. And I was not in a healthy place at all. And that's just me being honest. And mentally, I felt like I was deteriorating. And I remember it was Christmas Eve. I had to do my dissertation for my master's degree. Single mom of 3 at this point.
Wow.
Yes. I don't want to get too much into, details, but I remember my family and I, we always go to Shaver Lake. And so here I am, 10 o'clock at night, driving with 2 kids. My daughter was probably maybe a couple months old. And then I had my second youngest. I'm driving up to the mountains 10 some at night.
By yourself.
I'm not thinking and like, hey, Kimeka, is that safe?
Wow.
Yeah, during the wintertime, it could be a little bit, even during the summertime, it could be a little bit dicey up to 168.
Right. So I'm driving I'm high up there. It started to snow. I didn't bring snow chains. I didn't bring nothing. I'm just like, I got to get to my family because I don't want my family to think nothing is wrong with me, y'all. And that was a part of me trying to mask what I was really sitting and dealing with. I was like, I got to make it up that mountain.
Right, because trying to maintain that image is so paralyzing, right?
Yes.
I know, I lived it.
And I remember I was probably 2 minutes away from the cabin. I'm high up. And at a certain point, you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know. You get to the point where the rails, there's no rails. I was past that point.
Oh, my God.
And I remember I was driving. I kind of looked at my GPS, but I must have hit black ice. And so my car spun down. And the only thing that came to mind was, I'm going over the hill. Look back at your kids. Tell them you love them. This is it.
Oh, my gosh.
And I just remember I turned around. I put my hand on my son's chest. And I just looked at him. And I'm thinking I'm going down, but I hit a boulder. I couldn't see it, though.
Oh, my gosh.
And I remember I stopped and I said, God, what does this mean?
Ooh.
And I'm going to have to stop right there because then I'm going to go ahead and tell some other details.
Right.
To say for you guys.
Yeah.
But in that moment.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't nobody tell me that the God I serve isn't real.
Yeah.
And I felt like in that moment, it clicked.
Wow.
We can know who you are and whose you are. I got you.
Oh, my gosh.
Talk about defining moment for purpose. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Right. And something to wake you up.
Yes. Yeah.
Because many of us are sleeping at the wheel. I'm not saying you were sleeping at the wheel that night.
Yeah.
But
emotionally, spiritually, I was done. I was tapped out. I didn't feel no worth. I didn't feel like I was worth it. And I kid you not, you guys. Oh, a car passed by. And I was like, well, no, because, I seen on the movies.
Right. I watched
I get out.
Right.
And it may be someone that is, I was like,
Lifetime
okay, I'm not going
to.
Right. Dateline.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not going to be the next story, so I'm going to just stay on in this car, make sure the doors is locked.
Right.
But it was one car that came. It was a woman that got out.
Gosh.
They helped me get out. They said, oh, just your bumper has a dent. I'm like, okay, great.
Good.
And so it was 2 males and 2 females that got out. It was one female. She was just so concerning. Oh, are you okay? Do you need anything? Like, hey, how much longer you have? Because the higher you go, the worse it's going to get. I said my GPS says 2 minutes. She said, okay. And so we kind of, before we went our separate ways, she came up and she kind of embraced me. She said, I'm going to put something in your hand. look at it when you get to the cabin. And I'm like, okay,
gosh.
don't know this woman.
Wow.
Never met her. I'm like, okay. So they end up following me 2 minutes to make sure I got there.
Yeah.
I made it there. Was there for my family. My family saw that. Oh, Kimeka came. There I go again. Yes, I did it. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
you know?
checking the boxes for the family. Yeah.
When it was time to go to sleep, I remember I pulled that thing out of my pocket, and to this day I have it. It was a bracelet that said, "You are enough."
Oh.
Wow.
I lost it.
I'm gonna cry right now, y'all.
Really? Oh,
and in that moment, I just really felt like that was Jesus that came down and said, "No, you need more than just me telling you. I have to show you."
Wow.
The confirmation sometimes.
Wow.
Changed my life, and from that point on, just the little steps.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm worth it.
Yeah, you are enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I started to see the red flags in, this individual that I thought was my long-term partner. And I'm like, can't be.
Wow.
Can't be.
How about the courage to step away from that situation?
Yeah.
Last week we talked about the courage to step out on faith, to actually head in a direction to do something. But dealing with loss, I mean, what was it like to take that step away from something that was not as beneficial for you?
At first it was scary. But during that time I was already in therapy because I'm like, help me to make sense of this. What just happened?
Right.
Because I don't get it.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah, like, why are you here?
Yeah, a lot of life is inexplicable.
Yeah, so true.
And so I think I was searching for answers, but it got to the point where I was already doing therapy. And I believe my therapist was like, when are you going to choose you? I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, wow.
When are you going to choose you?
I remember that question.
I was like,
That's a good one, yeah.
I want to choose me. Well, let me know when you get to that point, Kimeka.
Wow.
Because you got to be tired. I was like, I'm tired. And I think the next few sessions, I was like, I choose me.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yep.
I'm losing myself. I'm depleted. I have nothing else to give.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to give.
And it takes a good therapist to be up in your business and tell you the truth about yourself, even when you don't want to hear the truth about yourself, and to ask you, when are you going to choose yourself? And let me know when you're ready. Because right now you're playing.
Right.
You're paying to play. Like, don't pay me to play me.
Yeah.
When are you ready?
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to all the therapists out there who are doing amazing work.
Yes. I love you guys, especially the black ones, because there's only so much we can say. Yeah. And you guys get it. Y'all understand. I'm like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. And it's just, the connection, and it's like the community. Like, I don't have to explain so much.
Right. No, that's the importance of having representation in all these different fields.
Yeah, representation matters.
Yes.
From the sign language to the therapy.
Yeah. To the weatherman.
Identify with. Being able to understand where you come from with it.
Yes.
No, absolutely.
So I love this. Yeah.
Yes. Sounds good. So you drew us in with your story. I don't know about you, Anthony, but I want to hear more.
Yes, interesting.
But where will we be able to hear more?
Well, you'll be able to hear more. So I wrote a book.
You wrote a book. She wrote a book. She wrote a book.
It's a memoir, y'all.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yes, like I said, this year, God just really had me in a season of, okay, it's time for you to be vulnerable. And I'm like, I'm scared because I don't want those feelings to come back up. And he's like, that's what it's going to take. And so it's like, okay, are you ready to write this book? And I tell you, 2011, God told me to write a book. I said, no. 2013, 2014, no. So funny, me and Rici, we went to a retreat. I'm going back in my journal. You know what, Kimeka, God is telling me to write, you need to write a book. I'm like, God dang it.
What's it about?
It's a memoir, and it's about the hurt and the pain I experienced in my past relationship. And so often, we as people or humans, we do a good job at pointing fingers at people. Yeah. It was your fault, your fault. But just the route that God had me to go was like, let's make this about you, because it's not about them.
Yeah, my role. My
role in it.
Tell us about the person you think should be the one that is the ideal target, the ideal reader for this story.
I really believe it's for any and everyone, because like I said, life be life, and we don't know what it's going to look like. We can come up with these plans, but I think it's for everyone, because we all need healing in some shape or form. If it's not in a relationship, it may be in a different one. It may be in another area. It may be, you know. And so I think it's for everyone, because I think we all need the healing, or at least start the journey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm doing is just offering just a piece of my heart, tiny bit, because it's a lot of vulnerability, and there's a lot of rawness. It's a lot of, wow, I feel like I live that. And so it's like I want to offer the world, and I want I want people to know, hey, this is how I healed. This is what it looks like. Yeah. You know, and then just kind of talking about how faithful God has been to me, you know.
Is there a title? Do we have a title for this?
Yeah, what is it called? Can you share that yet or no?
You know what? I don't have a title.
Okay. Where do we find you on social media so that we can follow your journey?
Follow the journey.
Thank you so much. So yes, I do have an Instagram and I have a Facebook. Okay. I'm so used to being behind the, the curtain.
No, we understand.
And y'all bringing me out to the stage, and I'm just like, God.
Tell us.
So yes, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Kimeka Electra. It's Electra, and on Instagram as well. Same. It's Kimeka Electra, and so I do a lot of posting there of me working out, and it started a year ago of me just like bawling and saying, "Okay, God, here I am." And so I've been working out at a gym, Hydra Strength, and my trainer, I have to give it up to this man, Tim Romero. This guy has pushed me. He has put me in the fire. He has reminded me, Kimeka,
again, that's
suffer, and I was like, I'm tired of suffering. I don't want to suffer. But in that suffering, in that fire, when you come out, come on. Look at me. I'm smiling. I know my worth.
You and Rici have done well with trainers for sure.
Thank you.
Good for y'all. Good for those eligible bachelors out there. You got the IG now. You know where to find her.
You know where to find her. You know where to find her.
I mean.
Okay, so final request before we go. Yes. Because we are completely out of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us how to say, "Are you okay" in sign language?
Ooh.
So it depends on the context, and I'm just being real. So it
like are you okay? Is everything
emotionally,
okay? Yeah, emotionally.
So a couple ways for me. What I will do if I see you and I'm noticing that you're sad or something ain't right, I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But it's in the eyebrows, really not the hands.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
A lot of people is like, oh, I didn't catch that with your hands. Look at my face. Oh, my face is telling the story.
Okay. Okay.
So eyebrows up, down.
Okay. I love it. Well, you heard it here today, folks, and you saw it.
Seriously, no, that was good.
You saw it.
I really love that. So much of your story, I think, will hit home with a lot of people.
Yeah,
thank you.
A lot of different parts of it.
Just really appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah.
We'll have to do this down the road again. We'll have to, as we continue to move through the year.
Yeah, especially when the book comes out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially when the book comes out.
We definitely want to have you come back here.
Yeah.
But we thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
We like to ask the question at the end of the day, are you okay?